What's going on there, friends? My name is Ptchblack and welcome back to another episode of Super Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch. Last time left off, we collected the Power Moons of Cloud Kingdom and Lost Kingdom, and now in this part we are going to be collecting the Power Moons of the Metro Kingdom. Now, the Metro Kingdom is one of the more longer kingdoms in terms of what you can do in the after game. And so that is all we're going to be doing in this episode is cleaning up Metro Kingdom. Unfortunately, because I thought that with how long I recorded this video and for how much I'm going to be editing this down, it would be enough for me to cover the next kingdom, but sadly that wasn't so much the case here. Alright, so first things first, if you have not talked to the Toasterina in Sand Kingdom, then he will actually not be here in the Metro Kingdom. And you can actually get that Power Moon after you complete Sand Kingdom and talk to that Toasterina. So that's one of the more earlier Power Moons that you can get, but I didn't really think of that at the time, so that's why I waited to get that now. Over here, one of the Donkers will have a Bonneton on as their hat. You go ahead and talk to that hat, and he will give you a Power Moon. There is a flying Sphynx, and then just randomly, there's like a huge Mario, like 5 Mario letters that spell out Mario. If you go ahead and spell them all out, then you can get a Power Moon. It's just kind of really cool-looking Power Moon to get, especially here in New Donk City. Over here, we have the movie theater, which it is a huge reference to 1-1 from Super Mario Brothers. The level looks exactly the same, except the blocks contain different things this time around. In the underground area of 1-1 has a Power Moon, and then if you go to the end, we have to go ahead and collect these moon shards as we're going through 1-1 here. I was having a little bit of trouble getting that last moon shard, but there we go. There it is, right there, up on the big screen. And actually, every time you collect a moon shard, or do something really cool in 1-1, then the audience will actually clap for you. Like, you did something really cool. It's really cool that you are collecting these moon shards, collecting these Power Moons or whatever. It's one of the cooler looking Power Moons in my opinion. Okay, so go back to the power plant, and we have this battery, and we have to place this battery onto that switch over there. It's a little bit of a puzzle to try and get the battery into the right spots so that it can actually plug into the generator. And as you can see, I was having a little bit of trouble here just to figure out the exact way of going about here, because it has to be exactly right, otherwise it will not work. So it's similar to that puzzle in Lake Kingdom, but this one's a little bit harder. Well, it was harder for me because I have not practiced it at all, as much as that puzzle in Lake Kingdom. But there we go. There's that Power Moon powering up the power plant. Alright, and then so we leave, and then we move on to something else. Okay, so the whole reason that I'm exploring Metro Kingdom in the clown outfit is because there's this guy standing somewhere in the edge of Metro Kingdom, and he's like, man, I haven't laughed in a while. I could really use a laugh. So you go ahead and dress as a clown, and he's gonna be like, oh, you're a clown. That's funny. That was a terrible laugh. Then another Power Moon that you can do after defeating Bowser is that Pauline will be out here, and you go ahead and talk to her, and she's gonna ask you a few questions, and you have to get 4 consecutive questions correctly. If you get one answer wrong, then you have to do it all over again. So she's gonna ask you, these questions are completely random, but the answers are always the same for those questions. So, she's gonna ask you, what have I done in the past? What do I like to do as my hobby? What do I do outside of work? What is my treasured possession? and whatever. Sometimes she'll ask you really bizarre questions like, what's my favorite food? What kingdom would I like to go to? And those are hard because how in the world are you ever gonna know that at all throughout the entire game? So yeah, those are just pretty much trivia questions for the most part. But those questions, those bizarre questions are just, I don't know how anyone would know that, or would know any of those. Honestly, I don't know the answer to any of those, so I got those wrong a few times. But after that, she's gonna ask you to, she's gonna say that it's her birthday. You know, I was recording this yesterday, actually, and so, you know, it's her her birthday, comes so soon. Well, oh, okay, hold on. I don't know what I'm saying, but, she wants you to give her something for her birthday. So there's actually 3 different props lying around in New Donk City. There's a hat, a purse, and I forget the other one. Out of those 3 accessories, you want to deliver her the purse. If you try to deliver her the other accessories, then she's gonna be like, oh, does this belong to somebody else? I don't think I like those. So, kind of a shame, but, you know, we tried. It's the thought that counts, you know? Especially on somebody's birthday. Well, on someone's birthday, you definitely want to police somebody, the person that you're trying to gift to, of course. So yeah. Anyway, earlier there was another scooter parking lot, so you go ahead and bring a scooter from the top of the city hall, and you have to make a leap of faith for that parking lot. The moon is called Leap of Faith Parking. Something like that. Something like that. It has Leap of Faith in the title of it. Which, because, as the name implies, you have to make a leap of faith and hopefully land in the parking lots, which I was successfully able to do. And in that same area, the Koopa freerunning race. That one's a little bit trickier, in my opinion, because you're racing in the night and it's raining, so it's a little bit harder to see things. But it's definitely a really easy, it's actually really easy. Then Princess Peach is, I don't even know how to describe that exact location. But there's Princess Peach in Metro Kingdom, just like in every other kingdom. She's always in every kingdom. And talk to her, and she'll give you a power moon as per usual. There's a bird traveling around like the beginning here in the Metro Kingdom. And then there's Toad there, who is going to, who once again he wants to listen to a specific type of music. He says the genre that he wants to listen to is something that has to do with machines, which is kind of a weird one, because it's kind of hard to figure out what exactly he wants. But he wants to listen to the RC car music that plays whenever you play that RC car minigame back when we were here on our first visits. Then now we're going to go ahead and activate the moon rock here, so that way we can get more power moons. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go back to the RC car minigame. That's right, we have to do this again, and this time instead of scoring 35 seconds, we have to go under 26 seconds. 26 sounds like a really odd number to try and achieve, but I mean, our personal best right here says 26.4 seconds, so I'm sure if our personal best is 26.4 seconds, I'm sure we could go ahead and beat the 26-second mark, and it shouldn't be no problem for me. Unfortunately, it did take me a few tries here, but basically the trick is, well, this is where you actually want to have really good movement throughout the RC car. As you can see, I messed up a bunch of times. That could have almost cost me the 25, but it's yeah, you really have to practice that if you want to be really good at it. So once again, I'm gonna go ahead and submit my new time, because why not? And as you can see, I'm a little bit in the lower ranking because more people have started to play the minigame, so they're submitting more time. So more times are getting submitted, so therefore lower ranking for me because people are kicking my butts apparently. So yeah. All right, this timer challenge is now available. go ahead and you're supposed to use a scooter in order to succeed that timer challenge, but that's really easy if you have really good movements to that power moon. And if you go ahead and go back to the area with the crowd, there should be, wait for it. Ah, yes, there it is. Okay, so go ahead and there's a Bonneton walking around with one of these people. You have to go ahead and wait. You have to go ahead and wait for it. It takes a while, but you definitely don't want to miss your chance on talking to him. It's kind of hard to get to him because of the people, but you'll get a power moon for finding him out of all those crowd of people. Okay, so in this area with the, in this moon pipe area, there's a bunch of spinning scaffoldings, and there are a bunch of hammer bros, and you need to use a hammer bro in order to break one of those rocks in order to get power moon there. And then other than that, the rest is just making through the rest of this area. Okay, now we have the Master Cup, and once again we have to go ahead and it's the same thing as per usual. We just race him to the finish, except it's a little bit harder because there's a gold Koopa who will always take the fastest path. So let's see how this goes with this Master Cup. This one I actually had to reset a couple times because I actually kept failing the jump that I'm supposed to make in order to succeed. So we'll see what happens this time around. So go ahead and hit that switch, which seems slower, but it's worth it. Okay, fling on your way over here. I almost failed that, but thankfully not this time around. And then the rest is just flinging from these Luncheons. Vabonans, actually. They're from Luncheon Kingdom. I guess that's why I called them that a little bit just now. And there we go. We got 30.55, which is that 6 seconds better than my time? I know it was 6 seconds better than my first time when I was practicing, but I don't remember what my first time was on my practice run. But there we go. That's the Master Cup. Okay, so let's go ahead and submit this once again. Okay, I'm about 388,000th place, and someone beat John on that and got the world record. Beku. Shoutouts to Beku. Okay. That power moon's right there on that platform. If you go and hit the switch there. This moon pipe area is very hard to go through because you have to. This one really teaches you how to work with the scooter movements here, which obviously I am pretty bad at, as you can see. You have to actually take this path right here in order to get the side path moon, which I failed to do once. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that again, and there we go. Then we go ahead and scoot our way to the end, and then we get that power moon, motor scooter Daredevil, and as the name implies, it is pretty Daredevil-ish. Then in this moon pipe right here, near where we found Pauline's purse, we have this area. This area is very scary to go through. You have to find your way. You have to climb to the top, as well as avoiding these ogres. These ogres will track you down if you don't know how to get through this place. So it's really easy to get destroyed here. So, about the purse that we gave Pauline. Pauline says she's been without a purse for a very long time, ever since the the events of Donkey Kong for the NES, which is crazy to think about because, I mean, how does she, like, carry her stuff around when she's going around places and she does not have a purse? It's kind of crazy when you think about it, you know? Okay, so in the Memorial Park, this dog will go around, places. And you have to lure him to a very specific spots in the Memorial Park, and as soon as you get the spot right, he'll dig up. There's a few different spots that he can. There's a few different spots that he can dig up, but one of them is a power moon. There's also a bird flying around the park, so make sure you get that as well. And a little cute thing that the dog can do is if you throw Cappy around, he'll actually catch Cappy and try to keep him, and it looks really cute. But obviously you want your hat back, so don't let him take your hat for that long. So yeah. So that's all the power moons of Metro Kingdom, and then this hint art that you see right here, this goes towards, I believe, Seaside Kingdom. So you want to go ahead and ground pound where it says Clear Keep, which is near the beginning of the kingdom, and then ground pound the first E of Keep, and you'll get a power moon, and that goes towards Seaside Kingdom. If I go back here in Cascade Kingdom because the Tosarena tourist wants to go to Cascade Kingdom, and then now he says he wants to go to a place where it has a lot of food. What could that place possibly be? Well, I guess we'll find out in the later episodes. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and next time we're going to be getting the power moons of Snow Kingdom. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.